All right, welcome to the Explainer. Let's just dive right in, because the world of AI coding assistants is moving at a truly breakneck pace. Seriously, it feels like every single week there's a new tool, a huge update, and the whole leaderboard of who's on top just gets completely shuffled. So, who is really ahead in this race? I mean, it's the question every developer is asking themselves. For a little while there, the answer seemed pretty clear. But now that the big model providers are building their own agents, well, the lines are getting blurry, and the competition is getting incredibly fierce. And yeah, that's because whatever was true last month is basically ancient history today. A really powerful new update has just landed, and it's from a contender that, honestly, a lot of people might have been overlooking.
So first, let's just set the scene and look at the state of this AI coding race. A brand new challenger is stepping into the ring, and to really get why that's a big deal, we need to look past just the AI models themselves. For a good while, Claude Code was basically the king of the hill. It was the undisputed champion, beating out other wrappers with a better model and better pricing. In the other corner, you had Google's Gemini CLI. Now, it was generous, sure, it had a nice free tier, but let's be real, it just didn't have the power features to actually compete with the leader. Well, until now. So how exactly did Gemini start to close that gap? Well, Google just pushed out some massive foundational upgrades that basically brought it right up to speed with the competition. Let's break down what they did. First things first, that free tier is just unbelievably generous. You're getting 1,000 requests every single day, and it's powered by one of the absolute best models out there, Gemini 2.5 Pro. But what does 1,000 requests actually mean when you're coding? Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. It's all about how Gemini counts a request. It's not just your prompts. As you can see here, every single tool call the AI makes, like, say, reading a file, that's a request. In one test, just 9 prompts from a user ended up generating 95 total requests. So what does that mean? It means your free daily quota of 1,000 goes way, way further than you think. They've also made the whole developer experience so much smoother. Integrating external tools, which Google calls MCPs or model called procedures, could be a real pain in other agents. With Gemini, it's literally as simple as pasting some text into a single file. It seems like a small thing, but it signals a huge focus on making life easier for developers. Okay, so Gemini has caught up on all the basics, but now we get to the fun part, where it starts to innovate. And that's with its deep IDE integration that puts you, the developer, in complete control. And this quote just nails it. This is the killer feature for any serious developer. When you're working on a big, sensitive code base, you can't just let an AI run wild and make changes blindly. You have to review every single line. Gemini now lets you do exactly that, right inside your IDE with inline diffs. You see, this isn't about the AI taking over your job. It's about augmenting your workflow while keeping you firmly in the driver's seat. Every single modification the AI suggests requires your explicit approval. That ensures nothing breaks and the code quality stays exactly where you want it. So here's how it actually works. You get a notification about a proposed change in 2 places, your terminal and your editor. You see the exact lines that are going to be added or removed, and you can approve or deny each change one by one. It's granular, it's safe, and it's a massive confidence booster. All right, so we've seen how Gemini caught up and even innovated on giving you control, but now we get to its real secret weapon, a total game-changing feature that truly, truly sets it apart from everyone else. So, what on earth is an extension? Well, at its core, it's just a way to bundle up a bunch of resources. Think of it like a toolkit that contains all the context, all the external tools, and all the custom commands you need for a specific task, all neatly packaged into one single modular unit. This analogy is just perfect. Instead of having one giant monolithic AI assistant that you have to constantly prompt engineer for every little task, extensions let you create, or use, these smaller, specialized little agents. You could have one for front-end development using a specific UI library, and a completely different one for all your back-end API work. And inside one of these little packages, you can bundle pretty much everything. You can throw in markdown files with your team's coding standards. You can connect to specific tool servers for things like ShadCN. You can define your own custom slash commands, and even include entire project templates. It's a whole self-contained workflow. And this is why it's such a big deal. This modularity makes really complex workflows way more manageable. But the real game changer is the sharing. A team lead can package up, say, a linter extension or a UI toolkit extension, and then just distribute it to the whole team. Instantly, everyone is working with the exact same tools and the exact same standards.
So, what does this all add up to? Well, Gemini CLI's introduction of extensions, it's not just another feature. It really represents a fundamental shift in how we should be thinking about AI coding assistants. This table just lays out the difference so clearly. We're moving away from a model where every developer is on their own, trying to craft these complex prompts for one single giant agent. Instead, Gemini is pushing us toward a future of modular, shareable subagents that are built for team collaboration right from the very beginning. And that really is the key takeaway here. With these updates, and especially with extensions, Gemini CLI has transformed itself from a follower, a capable but limited free tool, into a true innovator. It's not just an assistant anymore. It's becoming a platform for building and sharing AI-powered workflows. Which leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future. Is the era of the all-in-one, do-everything AI agent over? And is this new, modular, collaborative, platform-based approach the direction that all professional AI development tools are headed? It sure seems like Gemini is betting on it.